Hi everyone, this is Mickey Adams in Dallas, Texas. I'm a dealer and a representative for Mullen pedal steel guitars out of Seabrook, Colorado. I'd like to thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel as I tune. This lesson we're going to take a look at a song called Will's Point, and this was recorded by Ray Pennington and Buddy Emmons. If you'll visit us at the TSGA website, you'll hear the song there on the website, and you can also find a YouTube video of Buddy playing it at the St. Louis convention a few years ago. I'm playing a different guitar. This is my 1990 Mullen Pre-RP. It's maple and black. It has the embedded tuners in the headstock. A set of quad 705s in the back and 804s, I think they are, in the front. All polished. And I only have 8 pedals, so we're back to A, B, and C. Which is standard. So you see, you 10-string guys, I didn't leave you out in the cold by playing a 12-string, did I? So here's the first group of chords. We're going to play a descending C, diminished chord, a D minor, and a C, basically. It's actually a diminished walk down. And the tempo is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Verse. You get the idea? That's a tough one to play slow. So let's look at the first group of chords. We're playing a C major at position 8, string group 5, 6, and 8. Strike. Slide down a half step into the F lever. Dampen. Engage the E lever. Slide from 5 to 6 with the same group. Dampen. Engage the B pedal. Slide to 3. Strike 5, 6, and 8 again. Bring in the A pedal. Again slowly, 5, 6, and 8 at 8. Down, F. Dampen, engage E. Slide into 6. Dampen, B pedal. 5, 6, and 8, blend A. Now we're going to do the same thing with no levers and pedals until we get to the C for the first group of 3 chords. This time we're going to use 5, 6, and 9. Up with 5, 6, and 8 at 3. So we have into the verse. Let's look at a B flat major at position number 6 as basically being our C7. Because when we look at the notes in the scale, the first note we wind up with a root. Here we wind up with a 6. The third becomes a 9, the root becomes a 7, the fifth becomes a suspended fourth, string 6 becomes a 9, string 7 becomes a root. So we're having 6, 7, and 9s related to the C chord. So basically, a B flat 6 is really a very nice voicing for C7, and that's what we're going to be playing over in this phrase. Let's look at the pickup notes. Let's begin at position number 6 with string number 7 on our thumb. And we have the A pedal engaged for string 5. Now we're going to strike 7, but our emphasis is going to be on the note on string 5. So with the A pedal still engaged, we're going to strike 7, 5, and then slide up to position 8. Now we're going to slide from 5 to 6 with the A pedal already engaged with strings 4, 5, and 6. This implies our C7. Do we find that? Okay, our next C7 after dampening is going to be with the A pedal at 8 with strings 5, 6, and 9. Dampen, raise the A pedal, and 5, 6, and 9 alone. So there's our first group of notes. Okay, part 2. Let's engage the A and B pedals and the E lever, and let's leave them engaged throughout this phrase. Although it sounds simple, you're probably going to have to work on the fingering. I'm starting on string 5 with my middle finger. Strike 5. Now as I come to strike it again with my thumb, I'm actually going to dampen it. Slide up to position 4. Strike that note, then string 4. I'm going to dampen. I'm going to slide back and strike 5 and 6, and then 6 and 7. Now we're going to go back to the top, but this time we're going to play. We're going to start off the phrase the same way. At position number 3, engage the A and B pedals and the E lever for the first 3 notes. Then drop back to 3 and strike 5 with your middle finger. Release the E lever, strike 6, 5, 4, down a half step and engage the E lever with the A and B pedals. So we have again very slowly. Okay, now to the 4 chord, to F. We're going to do the same thing with the dominant 7, a whole step below position number 13. That's position 11 and 13. Exactly the same notes, exactly the same strings, groupings, and pedals as position 6 and 8. Now we're going to resolve to the 1 chord this way. This is 5, 6, and 9, and 8 with the A pedal. Strike and release the A pedal, and then strike 4. Dampen as we slide into the B pedal. At 3, strike 4 and 5, blend in the A pedal, and then strike 5, 6, and 8. Alright, let's recap from the top. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, 3, 4. Just one. Now, for our single note, this one's very difficult to do slowly, so you guys bear with me. It sounds like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our index finger beginning at string number 4. We're going to drag it all the way down to 7 and then strike 8 with our thumb. This is over a C major chord. So I have the A and B pedals down at 3, and it sounds like this. By now we've dampened. Okay? From here, 8, 7, 6, A pedal up, right knee right, lowering string 2 a half step, blend in string 5, 2, 4, then 8. That's a long stretch for you guys. Now we're going to release the pedals and levers and strike 6 and 9, 6, 9, up to position 4, 6 and 9, and then 4. So we have back to 3 with 6, 7, and 9 together, and then 4. And what this is a sharp 5 chord. G would be the 5 chord in C. So we're going to play G sharp 7, G7, and we're going to end up with an A6, excuse me, a C6. Back to position 1 with the E lever engaged, strings 4 through 8. That ought to be enough to fill your cups for a day, I think. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in and for all your comments you place on my channel here on YouTube. This is Mickey Adams in Dallas, and I'll see you right back here with your pedal steel guitar. So long.